They don't even like it if you at fucking $5 million a year.
I'm gonna tell you more. Exactly.
These are women, Deshaun Watson, that he paid. Whoops.
Too quick. It's going on. This guy here, I don't know what the hell he got going on. But we are in the mother freaking building.
I am one of your hosts. There we go.
Something.
Do the RVD. Yeah. I am King Mega.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
none other than
this brother right here,
the senior neighbor of the bunch. Started out, I'm gonna go a little different. Started out as the bounty hunter who started all that shit, and then it went to the urban legends with Chili Willie and my good brother who is no longer with us, Cold Cash, and then me and Chili took it into the American Gangsters, Frank and Nicky. Yes, sir. In the building. Sir.
And we're going to get right into it.
Right into this shit.
Because my back hurt. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. So, Badal, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in the building tonight. Go ahead, brother.
Mr. Damien, that motherfucking dude, Wayne. This guy here, listen, I guess you never retire from wrestling, but I'm no longer competing in the damn ring. This guy here, man, I've watched this guy. I've been on shows with this guy. This young man right here. If you don't understand what old school wrestling with some new school flair is, you're looking at it. There's the definition of it sitting right there in front of you.
Well, I definitely appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely miss your ass, man. It's been too damn long since I've been hanging out with the bounty hunter.
Well,
what's up,
seeing that the government didn't give a damn about me, the
little neighbors here,
pharmaceuticals on the side, and decided to put me in a little space for a while. It has been a while, my brother.
Yes, it has. And how you doing up there, my man?
King Mega, he's talking to you, brother.
I'm good, man. I was just saying what's up to Lowrider, who's in the building. He's normally one of the other coasts.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm chilling, man. I've been when I started, my first day of wrestling class was January 2nd, 2000.
Just right before me.
And I've been wrestling, and my ass is beat up.
That's crazy. We all kind of broke in at the same damn time. That is crazy.
That was 2002,
yeah. It was like I ain't gonna say the V word online, but I broke in with the V word. Since you know a little bit about North Carolina, the V word, the snake V word is who I started, and it was in his fucking backyard, 99, 2000.
You're gonna have to smart me up because I don't know who the fuck.
Yeah, this is a North Carolina thing.
Actually, he just came back, just wrestled this past weekend, beat cancer twice.
Yeah, he did. Actually, all bullshit aside, nothing bad to say about that, brother. He brought me into the business. Clyde Harris is his real name. And Viper is his working name. And I shook hands with him and hugged him this weekend. I went to a show this weekend. First time I've done it in a while. Dan, DCW, they ran the show and Carlito was in the building.
Match,
man. Yeah.
See, it's wild because as I was training, before I even had a match or anything, you always hear people's names, you hear people talk.
Yeah.
And everything I heard about Viper was bad. And I moved to Tarboro, North Carolina. And I think he was running in Saratoga. Saratoga. And I went down there. Me, Nas, and Bobby Austin. Them two took me. Yeah, them two took me over there. And from the very first day I met Clyde, man, he's treated me like family. And I'm like, I always tell people you can only treat people the way they treat you. And he's treated me like family from day one.
One thing I'm going to tell you about Clyde. I
What's
think
up, Pops?
Clyde and Viper is definitely different people. Clyde was like, holy shit. Clyde was awesome. I went to his house. I ate at his table, trained in his backyard. And like you said, I ain't going to talk bad about it. But I had some issues on the other hand with Viper. But as a whole, like you said, that man brought me into business, and he also brought me in his house. And I've sit at his dinner table, met all his beautiful daughters and his son and his wife. And it was good to see him, man, because I did hear about the bout with cancer, and I lost my mom to cancer. So I know how you're set down cancer. But they look good, man. He looked good, you know.
We're good. Was you at that show he wrestled?
No, I wasn't at that show. No, I didn't.
I was going to say, because the cat he wrestled is a guy I trained for a while before I moved to Tennessee. And
what's his name?
Rock Richards.
Okay. Yeah,
And,
I think I know him.
Yeah. And right before I left, I took them to a few of Viper's shows as he was still running, and they did good with Viper, and Viper's always brought them back and stuff that was
good shit, man. Good shit. And one thing about that area, man, he's known in that area, and he always throws some, especially summertime coming around. I don't know if he does as much as he used to because of his health, but at one time he was running a steady, every other week show, man. And it, they got decent crowds, and it was independent wrestling.
Yeah, you're right.
Enough of that, man. Let's hear about Damien Wayne, and like you kind of told us what you started, and just give us from that point up to what Damien Wayne is doing now in the present, and what Damien Wayne, as far as future-wise, not only in the business, but in life, man. So just talk to us, man. Mike is yours.
Oh, man. I was 30 years old when I broke into business, so I knew, contracts, anything like that. And I more likely won't come on my way. I was just living a dream. Just started hustling. I broke in Preston Quinn and Phil Brown, my two trainers. Started kind of, getting my feet wet, and just staying right there in my backyard was happy enough for me until I started hearing the chitter chatter that, hey, this guy Damien Wayne's pretty good, whatnot, da da da. And I was like, so I guess I need to get out there since they think I'm something, they see something in me. Let me see what I got. So it just took off from there, man. I just hustled. I hoarded myself out. I went and everywhere I could go. Yep. I tell guys to this point, 20 plus years, I can say at least 95% of it was me, myself, and I. I hopped in the car and I went somewhere. And, I tell guys, you notice these guys, they're in these groups now. They're in their little cliques. And if you book one, you got to book the other three and all this other shit. And I'm telling, take your opportunities, man. Quit trying to take care of your buddies. If you're scared to do it, then, I don't know what to tell you, because I could sit here all night long and tell you how many locker rooms I walked in to where I didn't know a freaking soul. But now I guarantee you I can go to any locker room in the United States and I don't know 2 or 3 people in there, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that's, so I got my name out there. Just had some big things happen. My age stopped me. All my WWE stuff, they loved me to death. Till, of course, they saw the age. I did some pretty big stuff for Ring of Honor, but again, age kind of kept me from being a mainstay. I cannot complain about my career. Everything I've did has been icing on the cake. Because, like I said, 30 years old, getting in, I didn't expect nothing to happen like this.
When did you work for Ring of Honor?
Around 07, 08, This was before Ring of Honor really broke away from the North area,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Kenny. I'm not sure if you remember a young cat named Rex Sterling.
Rex Sterling. Probably
Rex
would know him
Sterling. He was trained by Vinny and Vax.
Wow,
And
that's another name.
yeah. And I took him under my wing, and we became. He's one of the guys that if you sit there and say, "Hey, man, who will you take a bullet for?" I'll say I could probably count on one hand. Well, Rex is probably one of the cats I would take a bullet for. But anyways, me and him, we drove to New Jersey one time to a Ring of Honor show with with our DVDs in our hand with our work, and we were going to give it to Gabe Sapkowski, who was part owner of Ring of Honor at the time. And we went there, we watched the show, couldn't find Gabe at all. We searched before the show, during intermission, and we hung out after the show and couldn't find him. So I looked at Rex, I said, I'm giving this to somebody.
Somebody's
I don't care what happened to it afterwards.
Yeah,
I'll feel better with myself if I give it to somebody. And we ended up giving it to some dude on the ring crew. So we're driving home, and I'm like, Gabe ain't never going to see that shit.
Yeah, shit's going in the garbage, man. Exactly.
Yeah, well, 6 months later, we get texts from our emails from Gabe and wanted us to come do work. We did quite a bit of pre-show work. We got to do the Do or Die show in Philly at the ECW arena. On the main show, I know I did a 4-way with Necro, Delirious, and Sean Denny from our area. Me and Chris Escobar wrestled, was it Roger? I think it was Roger Strong, and no, it was Eric Stevens and Brent Albright. The highlight was I got to wrestle for the Ring of Honor World title when Nigel McGuinness had it. It was me versus Nigel. Oh, Nigel was badass.
I love Nigel.
Man,
Nigel was great. Yeah,
I met Nigel when I don't know if you ever did. What the hell is the guy we used to joke all the time about, King Mega? They did the shows with no audience. We always joke that they started writing bad checks to us down here in North Carolina. They was doing the show, no audience, and he filmed it and was saying, you never worked for that guy, Damien Wayne. What the hell was his name? Older black guy. Bernard. Yeah, Bernard. You never worked. Yeah, this is quick. This guy would bring you in. I'm talking about talent, bro. From WCW roster to like Ring of Honor to Omega when it was still. He was bringing all this talent, and you would go out there and do a 5-minute match with no crowd. He was just filming, and he was telling us he pipes the crowd in. But bro, paying at the least $75 to $500 a person, and he'd have 20 guys in the building, bro. It was crazy. But anyway,
I've seen a few of them.
Exactly. Somebody told me we on some damn. Let me be politically correct. LGBT.
Yeah. If you want to get canceled,
that's where we piped in at somewhere.
Yeah.
At first, he would make you only wear the trunks, no shirt. Then at the end, you could wear your gimmick and do whatever. But he was being stupid. Man. That's where I seen Nigel at. I was blown away, man. I went out there and watched one of his matches and watched him go. I was like, holy shit. Yeah,
I got to witness quite a few of the Nigel versus the Japanese dude, Morishima, the guy we called him the Japanese Terry Gordy.
Okay.
And I'm talking night in and night out, they both would come back after their match with black eyes, busted lips, bruises. I mean, they beat the daylights out of each other.
Yes, sir. Sound like how me and Scotty Matthews used to do with each other. We got so safe with each other, man. We come and people would be like, man, it ain't that serious. You're like, bro, that's just how we work.
That's how we work. We're having fun.
We were snug as shit, bro.
Yeah, I got quite a few that I'm like that with. That's the way I prefer it, though.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Was the Jersey show at the Rexplex? On New Jersey
The very first, it was Edison, New Jersey.
Edison.
Whichever, it was at like a sportsplex place because it was a hockey rink and shit like that.
Oh, I know what. Yes. JP used to run that Jersey Open.
But
yes.
But Gabe. So Gabe pulled me and Rex to the side and said that he loves us. Just doesn't have a open spot for Ring of Honor, so he gave us a full-time spot at FIP, which was their sister promotion at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where I got down there and got with Sean Davis and Phil, Heartbreak Enterprises. So yeah, I had a blast down there. So I mean, like I said, all my stuff that's happened to me is just icing on the cake, man. I definitely can't complain.
I get that question all the time, man. How did you feel not making it? I said, man, do you not understand when you walk out, whether it's 5 or 5,000, and at the end of the show they're cheering, you have made it? I'm like, it's not about signing a contract if you're a true professional. I'm like, there's different ways to make it in this business, and everybody's not going to get a WWE, AEW contract. And like you said, I was like 29. I was about the same age. I was like older when I started, broke into the business. So
I started at 28.
And at 40 years old, because me and Chili was tagging at the time, I get a call. I'm sitting there I worked for Frito at the time to put the chips on the stuff, and I get a call, and this guy, and I see it's from Connecticut, and I'm like, what the hell? So I answer the phone, and this guy said, "Hey, this is Greg Talent." No, this is Greg Talent agent with WWE. So of course man, get the hell off my phone, thinking one of my friends is gimmicking me.
Yeah.
So he hung up. So I called Chili, man, I got the funniest shit happen. And Chili had been there dark, when he came in from the Army. So when I told him, he's like, no, man, that was real. He's like, that's a real guy. Matter of fact, he's calling me now. I'll call you back. And he called me, and Chili had sent in a tape of us a match, and they liked it. But like we both been Chili, same age, we both was 40 years old at the time. And he said they liked it. They wanted us to send in a couple of more things. And Chili asked me, he told me flat out, he said, listen, he said, I was there. He said, it's $500 a week, no guarantee, no nothing. You get your $500. He said, if you're doing the dark stuff, he said, but it's week to week. He said, are you willing to give your career up, what you do for a living, for $500 a week, that they could tell you any day that, hey, we don't need you no more.
Pack your shit.
He said, now, if you want to do it, he said, because I don't think Chili had already started getting his military stuff. So he was getting money, and he was like, I'll go with you just because I will help you try to live your dream. He said, but I'm telling you, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh,
He said, because I was there. Because I think he asked out of his contract, just like it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. And I just decided, like, you know what, at 40 years old, no, I'm not willing to risk. Had a 401k. I'd been with Frito-Lay for like 9 years. But that's my one WWE story. I did get a call.
That's why, because I had an opportunity.
They allowed me to twice wrestle at the Hampton Coliseum, where I grew up since I was 7 years old, going to wrestling. And I remember being 8, 9, 10 years old, saying, "I'm gonna wrestle here one time. You watch. You watch one day. I'm gonna wrestle here." And
I know exactly what you're talking. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, when I was in the Navy.
Yep,
I know exactly.
Good old Norfolk. I spent a lot of time at the Scope.
Yes, sir.
I can say at the Scope. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I had Norfolk. I had Hampton, had Norfolk, and then an hour up the road, we had the Richmond Coliseum.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. So you gave us a brief history of what you went through. So give us some of the things you're doing outside of the world of professional wrestling that's intriguing and kind of got your juices going, and some of the other things you do, Damien.
Other than being a homebody and love to sitting on the couch with my fur babies, the only you brought up earlier interesting thing was Luke Hawks, another fellow wrestler, really big in the entertainment movie stunt business. Also got me opportunity of a lifetime to work with it was last year was the first season. This year was just this past was the second season. But
so it's done started.
Season 2 starts July 28th.
Man, I can't wait.
But it's on Stars and it's called Heels.
Mm-hmm.
And it stars Stephen Amell and Alexander Ludwiger. Probably mispronouncing his last name, but they did a really, really good job on this. I felt like they kept it realistic with a lot of stuff on the wrestling part. Luke really did a great job on all the, running all the wrestling stuff and laying out all the wrestling stuff. The actors, man, were freaking. I looked at every one of them and said, I wish just a tenth of the guys wanting to actually get in the wrestling business treated it the way y'all are treating it right now.
And the passion, yeah.
I mean, they would listen to us. I mean, generally sit there and listen to us, and then try to do what we told them instead of the, oh, okay, yeah. Just look, and then, so yeah, that was freaking amazing. So I got to be the stunt double for the character Wild Bill.
Yes, I like Wild Bill.
Yeah, he's the old school veteran that's been there and done that. He's been to the big time. He's made all the money. Now he's in, because the company, the Duffy Wrestling League, was started by his friend, which is the father of the two brothers, Stephen, Jack and Ace Spade.
Yep.
So that's it's based around two brothers running their late father's wrestling promotion, and
it's a good show, man.
It's really it gets you hooked once you start watching.
Yes,
and it's got good story to it. The wrestling action is amazing. It's got some great people to it, and like I said, the actors took it serious. That made it even better. And I had a blast, man. I'm blast.
Nice. We got some breaking news.
Whoa! What's going on there, young man?
Hold on. We got some breaking news.
In his house.
The San Antonio Spurs won the draft lottery.
Okay.
So they'll probably get
what's that kid name?
Yeah, they getting that phenom.
Yeah, so first.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna try to pronounce his name though, but I know exactly who we talking about.
It's easier to yell.
You cannot do no worse than what I do.
Kenny fucks up everybody's name.
Right. Butcher. He's the Kenny the Butcher.
I call him the 7-foot Allen Iverson.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
good.
Yeah.
Because that dude's a phenom. He's gonna be
special. Yeah, as long as you don't get hurt.
Right,
true. He's got to put on a little bit of weight. He's definitely got to put on a little bit of weight.
All right, Damien. So we definitely enjoy what you brought to us, but as I told you as we was talking earlier, we are three wrestlers that do sports, so we are going to get into our regular broadcast, but we would love for you to stick around if you want to and listen to our stuff and give your opinions and facts or whatever you want to do. We kind of start the show off. We kind of brung you in, was excited to hear from you. Normally started off with a taste test. So I think we're going to run into that real fast. And then we'll go right into what we call Kenny's Corner, which I talk about professional fighting, UFC/boxing. So I don't have my bottle. Just like I said earlier, I'm in the middle of moving. So everything is packed up. Now I do have my liquor. I'm just going to have to listen to, take my word for it. I'm doing Lobos again, which is LeBron James tequila. Mm-hmm. And since LeBron James is going to win game 1 tonight, I don't give a damn what nobody else say. I'm drinking one from LeBron James tonight. Yeah, like I said, Lobos tequila, I don't have the bottle. Everything is backed up, but this is really tequila bottoms up.
I don't know if I believe it, but
I can go with that pick tonight.
I don't know if I believe that. That's
I don't give a
really
damn what you
killer.
to believe, young buck. You came on late. You can't say shit to me.
Can't say
Anyway,
nothing.
as always,
How was
that's a good 7.5. It's a smooth tequila. It's probably middle of the it ain't bottom shelf, middle of the shelf, but it's pretty smooth. If you're a tequila drinker, pretty smooth tequila. So I'd give it a 7.5.
Okay, not bad.
Lobos.
All right, I got this shit that Logan Paul is part of. Prime energy drink, this tropical punch. Now, a friend of mine tried another flavor and she said it was trash. So
I tried the orange.
Yeah,
I tried the orange.
The orange has got a bite to it.
Does it?
Yeah.
They
Got like a little after, weird aftertaste.
Give it a little sound. Fuck. Sound check.
That was it?
Oh, I was about to say,
what the hell was that?
Nah. He said, that was it? Nah. Let me see. Tropical punch.
Smell test.
Smells like. It ain't ghost. Ain't nothing. Ain't nobody got nothing on ghost. Go ahead.
Listen, bro. If it just smell all right, I'm not sure if you need to taste it or not. It needs to smell right before you taste it.
If it don't smell,
wait.
That's right.
You second that. It needs to smell right before you taste it.
Hey, if it smells like fish, it's gonna taste like fucking fish.
Word. Don't smell good. That's good. For real. For real. It's like, let me see what she tastes like. Okay.
Got the goldfish lips going. It must taste all right.
It's all right. It does have that aftertaste y'all was talking about. And it's weird because drinking it, I could taste like a tropical punch, but then the aftertaste tastes like
that's the worst, man, an aftertaste.
Like tangerine aftertaste or some shit. It's weird.
Now I heard in that prime the best one is the bomb pop.
Bomb pop?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll give that.
He'll have it. He'll go find it.
I'll go find it. Do they have grape? Because they got grape. I'm all over it.
Honestly, I'm not sure on that.
Right.
Because see, I'm like low ride. I like a lot of orange stuff, and that's the first one I tried was the orange.
Right.
Yeah, that was what I did. I bought that orange immediately.
I'm gonna try the bomb. I give it a
man. What the hell is happening to the beard, bro?
I give it
this guy had one of the. Go ahead.
I give it a 6.
Hey, Callie. This guy had one of the most impressive beard going, and seemed like every week it goes down and down and down.
Trying to look a little bit professional, bro.
Okay. Whatever that means.
Yeah, at least for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do your thing, brother.
You know. Had a lot of shit going on.
What are you drinking tonight, brother?
This guy's right in front of the fridge. So.
Yeah. Well, I ended up just getting a whole case of some Rays just now for Rise.
Okay.
What the hell it's called. However,
well, there is two different. There is a Rays and then there's a Rise.
There's a Rays and a Rise.
Yeah, that's two different things. So which one do you have?
Now we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
You went blank on us.
Y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, the one that got like the Kool-Aid and all of those flavors and everything like that.
Rise.
Yeah, so I got a case of that today, but it just got here. So needless to say, it ain't cold and I ain't gonna drink some hot ass energy drink. But I do got, you know how I do.
Yeah, we know you got a beer. We know you got some kind of specialty beer.
It's called Torque Wrench Hazy Double IPA. And it's a 8.2%.
This guy is the beer phenomenal.
Yeah, I got two new ones in the fridge that I gotta try out. I just
okay.
But 3 o'clock comes early, so I can't drink tonight.
Okay.
Forget it. When I used to have to be up like that, I was drinking until midnight.
Shit, fuck that. I'm 51. Hey, I'm 51 years old. It's past my bedtime right now.
That's what I tell him. It's some young shit. I'm 53 years old, so believe me.
I'm not impressed.
Okay.
Oh wow,
I'm not
really?
impressed.
Damn.
Where the hell?
What's
is
the number? What's the number? What's the number you're giving?
I would give it like a 5.
God, yeah, he definitely
Wow,
not
yeah,
impressed.
he
He
don't like
gave it
that
a
at all.
5.
Yeah,
Very
Wow.
like that
disappointed
at
in it.
all.
Okay. Well,
I got it because it was local. It was local, you know.
Yeah,
so
you gave him a chance. You gave him a chance.
Give it a go.
So, let's roll then, man.
Yep.
Kenny's Corner. So, as the fight I watched this weekend, man, was Rolly Romero and about a 75-year-old guy. They said he was 40, but there's no damn way. But Barack, you know I'm gonna kill his damn name. Barrios or Barras or some shit. This guy had to be about. He got a kid 30 years old, and they said he was 40. He has a kid that's 30 years old. Exactly.
He's starting early.
This guy had to be every bit of 50 years old, bro. I'm talking about the sunken in. You know, you get older, your face kind of, you get that old. She just looked every bit of 55 years old, bro. 60.
What's this dude's name?
But look up last week's Rolly Romero and
Okay.
it just was this past Saturday. Anyway,
Okay.
the fight was supposed to be Rolly Romero. He got a title shot coming off a knockout loss to Tank. He got a title shot in his next damn fight at another weight class, 140.
That sounds like wrestling, man.
Exactly. And unfortunately, much as I love boxing, it's turning to that, bro.
Because the guy that loses gets the title shot next week.
He freaking the guy he was supposed to fight. Oh, it gets even better. The guy he was supposed to fight,
Ishmael Barroso.
Yes, the guy he was supposed to fight popped positive on drugs, so they pulled him out, took his title, vacated the title, and Rolly and his 95-year-old guy was going to fight. They fought for the title. Rolly Romero in the third freaking round got dropped fighting this 50-year-old guy. Now the guy had an impressive record, 24-2 with 22 knockouts. So he was a puncher. He dropped him, was whooping Rolly's ass the whole fight. Rolly finally caught him in like the 9th round, stung him. He dropped the old guy. Old guy gets up. He doesn't take another decent punch. Rolly throws a bunch of barrages. Nothing lands. The ref jumps in and stops the fight for Rolly. Crowd goes crazy. All the damn, from Teddy Atlas to all the guys, it's fixed. You know, it's the fix. First thing what Rolly does, calls out Ryan Garcia. Money fight. Ryan, Rolly, that's a big pay-per-view. They robbed a 50-year-old, no, 60-year-old.
They said this dude, is born in 1983. Ain't no way in hell.
So he's younger than me.
I'm older than this dude. This dude.
Exactly.
He's younger than me, too.
Yeah. This guy, but bro, you pull his picture up, Chung, you'll be like, ain't no damn way. So, so to make a long story short, man, they gave the fight to Rolly. Rolly called out Ryan Garcia, since Ryan is moving up to 140. So now we're probably going to have Rolly who got a fight because they robbed somebody. They got knocked out by Tank that fight before. Ryan Garcia, who just got knocked out by Tank, are now going to fight for the 140 pound championship. Only in, like you said, professional wrestling can shit like that happen. And we're talking about professional boxing. So, man.
You know, in UFC that happens too, though.
Yeah. Go ahead, Damien.
All that is what turned me off of boxing. Man, back when boxing was Showtime and HBO, and it was Arturo Gatti and Sweet Pea Whitaker and them guys. Man, I watched every fight religiously. Yep. I told my wife at the time, I was like, we have to have HBO and Showtime just for the boxing.
For the boxing.
And just then the things just got more. I mean, I kind of knew things were a little, especially anything with Don King. But now everything outside of Don King started getting fishy and fishier and fishier.
One of the persons that killed boxing, and it's probably gonna go down as one of the greatest fighters ever, Floyd Mayweather, killed boxing. He was one of the guys, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not because of his fighting, because his business.
Business acumen. Yep.
Business before. What Floyd realized was, first of all, he made the belts non-existent. If you think about Floyd, just go to think about Floyd in his last 5 or 6 fights when he was still fighting, not doing exhibitions. He didn't have a belt. But because of his name could carry weight, he would pick certain fighters, Pacquiao, whoever, Conor McGregor, and these guys. Pretty Boy Floyd was a monster, but when he became Money Made,
right.
The whole aspect of what he
That's
did
exactly.
to boxing changed.
I lost it. I lost it with him when Sugar Shane had him hurt, and then all of a sudden stopped throwing punches.
Rocked. I'm talking about doing the stanky leg.
Come on, man.
Yep.
He could have knocked him out easily.
He
stopped throwing punches.
Yep.
I betted on Shane that night because I knew Shane could fight. But Shane was a little long in the tooth. But that's another thing Floyd was great at. Floyd
waiting until those guys were ready.
Fight fighters at the right time. He knew. Floyd was a master at it. And a lot of people get mad at Tank because they say, well, Tank ain't fight. I'm like, he's under Floyd's tutelage. Floyd is not going to let Tank risk but so much because he knows the path to. And now he's the biggest draw in boxing without a title. He has no belts. That's what people fail to understand. Tank doesn't have one damn belt, but he's the biggest draw in boxing. I've been to 2 of his fights live, my damn self. 2 of Tank fights live. And bro, both of them was sold out. His last 5 fights have been sold out because they know how to business structure to take a fighter and walk him through the ranks to make sure he's marketable and then don't hurt the man, hits you with a left hand that knocks you in the middle of next year. So, but yeah, man, that was a sore a black eye on boxing this weekend past, man. That the way they did that fight. The UFC, we had one and I didn't go see it. We had one in. And I talked to the guys on the podcast because they just did one in Charlotte, but they want too much. It was a fight night. No names I knew was on it, and bro, they wanted like $800-900 just for decent, not even great seats, decent seats. Great. And I said, I could see if John Jones or Stipe was fighting or whoever. No, none of them guys was fighting. Didn't know a name on it, and so I didn't go see it. I did see where Francis Ngoma did sign with PFL, though. I seen that today. That flashed across the scene. So he signed with the Professional Fight League. The ex-heavyweight champion for UFC, the guy that walked away from UFC, he signed with PFL. Let's see.
Is there actually any money in these other leagues?
So PFL, you can make a lot of money if you win the tournaments, especially. Because they do tournaments like.
Are they doing tournaments like Bellator did, or is Bellator still doing those tournaments now?
They do basically like a tournament like every couple months, and
you get like $1 million if you win it, right?
Yeah, you get $1 million off rip if you win the tournament, and on top of whatever your contract is.
Okay, so that ain't bad. Big fights in boxing coming up. We got a big one with Lomachenko and Devin Haney this weekend. That should be a good fight. Let's see. The Canelo fight, we talked about that, which was
we talked about that.
Yeah. So we ain't gonna talk about that no more. But I mean, UFC wise, I don't any big fights coming up. I know Stipe and John Jones are talking about fighting. I don't think it's a date on it yet. Right now,
they said that's supposed to happen in July.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't think. Yeah, Haney is fighting this weekend. That's this weekend against Lomachenko. That is definitely a very interesting fight to watch. Mm-hmm. But then, and the sad part is Haney is the undisputed, has all 4 belts in that in the lightweight division, and Tank is the star of the lightweight division. That's what I got, and that's the Floyd way. Like, he got all the belts, but our guy Tank is the star.
That's the draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the draw. So go figure. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. Any of the people that's watching, if you have any questions dealing with fight, just ask them. I will answer them during the thing. But pretty much that's it for Kenny's corner, and on to the next.
Yeah.
Who you got though? You got Haney or Lomo?
Yeah, I'm a roll with Haney on that. I think his size, not counting out Lomachenko, I do think he has got a little older, and that could make a difference. But I'm definitely rolling with Haney. But Lomachenko, if he pulls out the angles and he can make that a very interesting fight, I just don't know how he did. Haney probably come in about 150 damn pounds that night, bro, because there's no rehydration clause as long as you make the weight.
You make the weight in.
The 135, exactly. So that guy gonna come in way bigger than Lomo, man.
I definitely feel like Lomo's been getting hit a lot more in his last fight.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, maybe that age is catching up.
Yes. All right. Getting a little bit of
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let's put this up real quick. Damien Wayne, right?
Yeah.
Damien Wayne, yes, ma'am. Sorry. Matter of fact, Damien, sorry about that. We'll hit you again. Let people know where they can find you at, bro.
Yeah.
I basically do everything on Facebook, so just search Damien Wayne on Facebook, man. It's hard enough to keep that up,
no
more or
Instagram
less.
or nothing like that.
I'm on Instagram, but it's almost more of my dogs and stuff on there.
That's my Instagram handle, but I don't do shit on Instagram.
So you can definitely find me on Facebook, man. That's where I try to keep all my shows and all my wrestling stuff up there.
Okay. All right. And we'll hit him again before he gets off. And you just give us a heads up or you just ride with us. So we on to the next.
Yep. And it took a little NBA player. So before we get into Kenny, I'll let you go in a minute. But these fucking Miami Heat, man, Eric Spoelstra may go down as the greatest coach in the NBA.
Dude, that's my team. That's my team.
It is.
I'm a Dwayne Wade guy, so I'm a Miami Heat from back then, and that's just because basketball is. I'm a Miami Heat team, but they're not like a diehard, like the jersey you got behind you, Atlanta Braves. I'm diehard Atlanta Braves.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
But basketball is almost players. I got, a lot of players I enjoy to like to watch, but, if somebody says, hey, who's your team? I'm a Heats guy. And right now, Jimmy Butler's my boy.
Balling.
I mean, that dude, and it's kind of funny because it's the Lakers and the Heats kind of showing everybody that bubble won't no fluke.
Yes, sir.
All 40 teams were in the bubble, so at least you can squash that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But
I almost think it's harder to play. That would have been harder to play without the fans. It's like
the
wrestling,
mental aspect of
right?
it. Yes.
I gave the wrestlers so much credit for being able to wrestle like they did and act the way they did without no fans. I mean, basketball also, man.
Yep. That's hard.
Well, tell him, Chung, Bernard taught us how to wrestle without damn fans.
Bernard definitely did. I'll never forget that. I was like, man, what in the hell? The first day I got there, I was like, this is crazy. I said, where the fans at? This is what we got. It was just a bunch of workers hanging out.
Yep.
This is my bitch are all on Institute. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm going to put another comment up.
Like I said, we got some interesting. Carmelate is one of our.
It's stupid.
From day one, she's been rolling with us.
There you go.
Shoot. And then the Lakers and the Heat. Oh, so I was listening to somebody the other day, and they made a real interesting fact that they said if they didn't have the bubble and we didn't have COVID. They said the only reason they think the Lakers won was because Anthony Davis had like a 3-month vacation before the playoffs started. And
he didn't get to get hurt?
Because he didn't get to get hurt, right.
That guy, man, I tell you, man, it is hard to watch that 7 foot. But you look at him too hard, it seems like something's hurt on him, man.
It sucks because how good he is.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
Dude just disappears. So, but I'm looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, I'm torn. I want LeBron to get one more because I don't say who's better than who when it comes to LeBron and MJ, but
I'll get into it.
But I mean, because I can almost make argument for every MJ lover that brings up stuff, I can always bring up an argument on LeBron's side.
Right. Yep.
But it doesn't necessarily say LeBron's better or anything or MJ's better. But I can bring up arguments, and it'll be so much better. It'll be so much better if LeBron gets one more ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn right.
But I want the Heat to win too. So I'm like,
I'm a LeBron fan, but I would love for LeBron to win in his 38th year. 38 years old, 20th year, has broke all the records. I'd love for him to win and stand on the podium and say,
fuck y'all. Well, he's not going to do that.
I retire. Well, he's not going to play with his son. That's not going to happen.
Yes,
no, it's
he
not.
is.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
Is.
That is not going to happen.
I'll put money on that.
I think he's going to do it 1 year.
He's going to do it 1 year.
He's going to do it 1 year. He's going to do it 1 year and call it
So
quits.
his son is going to do a one and done, is what you're saying at USC.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Yeah. He's playing with his son.
So if he do, LeBron will play next year while his son is playing and making 39, and then his 40 years old, his son, if he does a one and done, is going to come and get drafted by the Lakers.
No, he can get drafted. Whatever. No. LeBron's a free agent.
LeBron will be able to go where he wants by the time his son
is going to go where his son is. Okay,
yeah, he did it on purpose. Yeah, he signed a 2-year deal last year to make him a free agent when his son.
I would love for him to win and say, "Damn the NBA." I won my last championship and I'm out.
Nah, you don't play with his son.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised he'd be the guy to say, "Hey, let me do that player coach thing."
Bring back the Bill Russell.
the dude is smartest. I mean, he coaches on the floor as he's playing.
No, he's a monster. His IQ,
his
IQ of the game is off the charts. His IQ of the game is off the charts.
But he's also seems like the one that's got a lot of cookie jars that he's got his hands in. So
he does.
Oh yeah, he does.
I think it's just as a dad. I mean, what greater joy would be to play with your son, and he's productive. More than productive.
It's two sides to that. Yes, it'd be great to play with my son, but goddamn, the pressure and all that's going to come for his son to sit there and have to be on the court with his dad.
I look back at my favorite baseball player, Ken Griffey Jr. and his daddy playing together.
That was
amazing. I wouldn't have known what to do if I got to play ball with my son or wrestle with my son.
Yeah,
it'd be awesome.
That's yeah.
But hey, that's just wishful thinking on my behalf. But anyway,
who would y'all wrestle if your son wanted to? Who would y'all wrestle
with you? I think she was trying to say do it with you.
Yeah.
I'd love to have I'd wrestle my son or tag with him.
My son was young, but I did spots with my son. When he come out with Scotty, and I did spots with it.
I'll tell you something, Kenny. You remember who Adrian Whisper was?
Of course, I remember Adrian. Whisper.
Well, when we were all in Carolina back then, his son Ashton used to wrestle with us in the backyard when he was like 10.
Okay.
And wrestled with us before shows. By the time he was 12 or 13, he was better than most guys that were actually on the show.
Exactly.
But things have come full circle. Whisper runs in Panama City Beach, Florida now, so I go there every other month. And I've been at a year-long program with his son.
Wow.
Who is now 6'3", 280 pounds, jacked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
And he wrestles just like his daddy.
Yeah. Listen, and that's what a lot of people didn't know about Adrian Whisper. And don't get it twisted. It ain't like I know Adrian Whisper. but I've watched this match. A lot of people get caught up in his hardcore stuff and not realize that freaking guy could work his ass off.
He could out wrestle 95% of the guys on it. I remember his very first match he had in Virginia was for Rick O'Brien and NWA Virginia. And of course, he couldn't do hardcore there because of the commissioner. So he went in there and worked a match. And dude, he didn't even have his feet touch the floor after the match was over. Rick O'Brien was sucking his dick saying, "You can fucking wrestle here anytime you want."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It could work.
That's great. All right, on to the next little.
That's what pisses me off right there. That's the guy I was getting ready to say he was going to be the face of the NBA, and now.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
He had the world at his fingertips, man.
Look, he's a fucking idiot.
Didn't even come. Here's the crazy thing, bro. You was pampered. You didn't even come from that background, bro.
Nope.
And then you get. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you the funny thing. I saw where they showed the crib, like talking, like, you know what? Come on and hang out with me for about a week, John. I mean, you want a part of this life. Because he's like, I done had the conversation, not face to face, but I've told you this ain't what you want. But since you keep doing what you're doing, come out and let me show you how day-to-day life is for a real gangster for a week. He said, I ain't even going to take you in a harm's way where you'll get shot. Just the day-to-day life of what you have to deal with. I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's unreal, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's unreal.
Just
fucking dumb.
Fucking idiot. Like,
idiot.
Just
idiot,
fucking,
man.
Just so stupid. Like you said, got the world in his hands.
Bunch of wannabes.
Wannabes. That's it. And that's people. And if you drop him off, whether it's DC or
Baltimore,
LA, Boston, anywhere.
Just drop him off right there where he's at. Drop him off in downtown Memphis.
Yes.
Yep. Memphis.
Yes.
Like I just don't fucking get it. You know, and it's
you grind
shit. You got talking to 2 months ago, right?
I suspended.
And what's crazy is that the contract that he signed didn't even start yet, right? It was giving you $200+ million for 4 years. What's he like, 23 or some shit?
Something like that, man.
24.
Young.
Like,
bro,
you got all this fucking money, and the motherfuckers
out of that lifestyle,
right? And they don't. The dudes in that lifestyle don't want to be in that lifestyle.
Exactly.
They
That's what the Crip was saying.
In a heartbeat.
That's what the Crip was saying. He's like, bro, you grind to get away from that. You're like, bro, you got $200 million. What the hell are you doing? You're like, dude, any of these guys out here would trade places with you. They say, man, I don't have to do that shit no more, man. I'm good.
Take all that shit, throw it behind.
Now, here, obviously, I'm an outsider because I'm white, but would it be peer pressure on people in those positions because they feel like that they might get looked at as something else if they get away from all that? And
I'm worth $200 million. I don't give a fuck what you think about me.
I think if he was
I don't give a shit what you think about me.
If he's grew up in that lifestyle, right?
Exactly.
The real ones would say, "Get the fuck out of here."
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Give back if you can.
Just get the fuck. Yeah,
do it from a distance.
If you can, but get the
do it from a distance.
Here, what are you doing?
You can put your name on an organization and let other people come hand this shit out, or maybe you come in, make a brief 5-minute or 10 and do your thing. But bruh, don't come down here and hang out. Can't nothing good happen for you.
You need to be the silent partner.
That's right. Nothing good happen for you to come down here hanging out with Ray and Junebug and them, man. Nothing.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. And
look at that Ray and
Junebug. I mean, I think he'll probably get suspended for 25 games. I suspend him for half a season.
Now, if he gets suspended, it's without pay, right? Or do they have to still pay his ass?
They can do it without pay because they spend him with pay, but it goes to charity. It depends on how they do it. But
they got different ways they do it.
And it's just strictly because me and you sat down 2 months ago. We had a conversation, and you basically said, "Fuck you" in my face. Did it again?
Yeah,
You lied to me.
that's
You
what.
said, "Yeah, I talked to some people and I got some
Right.
help and I took some breathing exercises and."
Like you fucking like. Did y'all see the I know Damien see it. Kemba Walker. What the motherfucker's name? Kwame Brown.
Oh, Kwame killed
in
him.
the chat. Kwame killed him.
Yeah, Kwame killed him. Steven Jackson even was like, "Yo, I defended you last time, bro, but you a fucking moron, man.
He did.
You know, you just a flat out moron. He's like, I went to bat for you and tried to say maybe the kid young, hey, he gonna make some mistakes. He was like, but less than 2 months away, and you did that shit again. You was a fucking moron, dude.
You're a fucking idiot.
You
fucking idiot. Like this
cut off for him.
Game. And then his boys, the dude driving the car, they had to know he had a gun with him when he got in the car. Had to. Don't even go on Instagram. Why are you going on Instagram Live anyway? I'd be fucking in fucking. You won't be able to find my ass. The season's over. I'm on some island. I'm bringing in 5-10 chicks. Cup my boys.
It's like, was it Steven Jackson or the Crip guy? Said, yeah, man, NBA young boy, man, he do his thing on the mic. He was like, but don't let that motherfucker get you jacked up to the point, bro, where you got them flashing guns on IG. He's like, he ain't that hype. He's like, he got good music, but he ain't hype enough for you to mess the bag up flashing guns on IG.
Don't let him hype you up the fucking wrong way.
Yeah, kill the bag. You killing the bag, you knucklehead.
Stupid.
Couldn't be my damn son, because he'd disown me because I go straight to his ass and he'd tell me, Dad, I ain't messing with you no more. You cut off. Well, I got cut off whooping your ass.
They be calling child services on me for whipping his ass so bad.
Exactly. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
It's just fucking crazy.
Don't make no sense, man.
And you
all right, guys, with that, I'm out. I gotta go hit the sack. My old ass has got to get up early.
Thank you so much, Damien, man,
brother,
and you are more than welcome anytime, brother.
Hey, yeah, like I was gonna say, man, I love talking sports, man. It ain't gotta be wrestling. We can talk sports, man.
We'll get you up here next time, and we'll go straight into sports and do the sports thing. People will know who you are then because you gave your biography and the things you've done and where you're going. Again, it's Damien Wayne, and you can find him on Facebook, like he said. Bruh, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, bro. You're looking good, brother. Keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate you guys, man. Love y'all to death, and thank you for everything.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Peace out, brother.
Later.
Yeah,
Damien Wayne, man, that guy can go, man. He is hard. He is old school, and he works, man.
This fucking John, this dude is just like,
yeah, man, job, man. That's crazy.
Like somebody. First of all, he ain't got no real friends.
No, well, you know what?
Because if he got a real friend, well, I'll say this: if he got a real friend, that motherfucker should on Sunday dragged him into a room and beat the fuck out his ass.
Here's the crazy thing about this last gun incident: when they was doing the thing, they was singing, doing a little amp. Soon as he seen Jai with the gun, you can see him try to drop the phone and throw the phone down.
Right.
He popped the gun out of nowhere. The dude didn't know it, so he tried to protect him.
True, he did, but I'm sure that all four of them knew that all three of them knew that he had a gun with him. Had to. Mm-hmm. He just didn't.
Well, I can tell you this. I've hung out with when my brother was in the NBA. I hung out, and this particular brother is resting in peace, as they say now. But he was he had compartments in his damn car with guns. Majority of those guys, people are going to carry guns. Yeah. Now, are they flashing them?
But that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, are they bebopping with them? No. But the majority of those guys, because who they are and what they have, probably do have a legal firearm.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna let you know.
But they ain't.
Because if something pop off, it's like, oh shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna be flashing the shit.
Exactly. They ain't riding down the street talking about tear the club up, tear the club. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? That's gun safety, one. Number two, It's common sense. Bro, how many times do you see somebody pull a gun out trying to play around and shoot somebody?
Yep.
Imagine he pulls that gun out, shoots his homeboy.
Yeah, listen, it happens.
Yep.
Now his life is over. Forget about that. Yeah.
I'll never forget.
And that's if it's loaded. If it's not loaded, then he a little pussy.
Yeah.
I never forget when I was in the freaking Navy. Me and a guy was riding down the street. Done got about half drunk, talking shit. I got the gun out, talking. Pow! Out of nowhere, gun shot. Bruh, I turn and look at him. I'm like, bruh, I didn't hit him. So we're looking in the car now, trying to find what the hell I done shot out in the car. And later on, about a year or so later, no, it was probably about 2 months later, I shot his, because it was winter time, I shot his damn AC button out. But bruh, you know how crazy or how much other that could have went? We was drinking, pull a gun, ain't nobody gonna look with us, and bow, just like that, the gun went off.
So
exactly, Thomas.
Plexico Burris shot himself in the ass and went to prison. And went to prison for shooting himself in the ass and messed his career up.
Yep.
Like, why would you just
crazy?
So get your bodyguards to walk around with the gun for you.
It's not even that. He's just doing it.
Enough money for that.
And he ain't doing it for safety. He's just doing it just to fucking do it. Just because he's
to look cool.
That's all he's doing it for. That's all he's doing it for.
Yeah.
The only reason. He's just so fucking
unreal,
stupid. And then
I don't know.
You know, from Adam Silver down. Adam Silver, the owner of Grizzlies, dumb Negro.
The only saving grace for that young man is, I just said it, he's a young man. Hopefully,
I'll tell you what the saving grace is. The fact that he's so talented.
That is definitely that talent level would definitely get him another chance. Oh, bro, if it was yeah. But I'm saying that, and he's young enough to hopefully he'll say, "God damn,
but I don't think
doing the crazy shit."
Nothing's gonna happen until something happens. Whether he gets shot, his pops, somebody close to him gets shot and he'll till something really dangerous and life threatening happens to him. Because right now it's just like watching a movie. He's just watching a TV show.
Man, it was somebody told me a story on John today.
Oh, this is fun. But if some shit happens, it's like, oh fuck.
Somebody was telling me a story on John today. Says mama had felt like a guy in the finish line disrespected her. Instead of calling the police, she called Jai, and like 8 of his boys come up there. It's a kid. Run him into he locks himself into in a room. They tell him they're gonna kick his ass, bring your ass out. So I guess he called security. They get into it with security as they leaving. Yeah, we're gonna be waiting on your ass outside when you get. I'm like, what in the hell is this guy thinking about, man? And I don't know when this happened, how long ago it's been.
The other video of him or whatever that he beat up beat
the 17-year-old,
high school kid in a pickup game at his crib and flashed the gun at the kid too, apparently.
Yep, flashed the gun at him. Yep.
Come on, man.
It's crazy, man. I just hope the brother get himself together, man. Couldn't be my son.
Hey, you can't fix stupid though, man. You can work on not being stupid, but you can't fix it.
It's fucking he's so fucking stupid, man.
Couldn't be my son. And somebody was talking one thing. They said, is he acting out because all the pressure that's put on him to have to support everybody, friends, family? Is this his way of saying, is this my outlet? Like wilding out. Just I'm not built to all this responsibility to put me on. Everybody's eating because of me. This is his way of saying, damn it, I don't want this. I don't want not so much the money, but I don't want this responsibility. So I'm just gonna be stupid is the word. Yeah, just be stupid. It was an interesting view that somebody brung up.
I think he definitely has some mental health issues for sure. 100%.
His upbringing, man, they say he went to, was it private
school? Yeah, private school.
He's like
uppity schools, bro.
He's like
middle class.
He's like my man in 8 Mile, Papa Doc.
Yeah, he went to like nice schools. It wasn't like he was in the hood. They're like his family, I think his mom and dad both worked and they had him
they're good.
decent.
Middle
It
class
ain't like
upbringing.
he was in the hood or nothing.
He just loves that what he sees, whether it's far away from industry or on TV or in the movies, or one of his boys does something, and he just he's fascinated with that lifestyle. But the difference is he's not really in it, so he's acting that way because he knows nothing's going to happen to him because he's not really in that lifestyle.
I tell you what's going to happen. He's going to lose that damn money.
Yep.
Or you're gonna end up like Aaron Hernandez, dumbass.
Or somebody's going to do something in the crowd he's with, and he's going to get the shit suit out of him because they're not going to go after them people who ain't got no money.
That's right.
They're going to go after. Well, John Morant was there, and John Morant is that the third, guy. And he's going to have he's paying somebody $40-50 million in the damn silver suit.
And I tell you what, his damn father, fucking fake ass Usher, he need to sit his ass down too. And be a damn grown ass man, adult, and stop acting like that's his boy.
That's his homeboy.
Yeah. No, that's your fucking son. You need to act like a father too, especially when you got cameras on you.
Listen,
you know, want to fight fucking Shannon Sharp and act all cool. Look,
not even so much because the money's making, just because you representing us.
That's what I'm saying.
I would be in my son's ass so hard, bro. No homo.
What are you doing?
Your last name is my last name, my man. Don't
exactly.
Do
you will represent something way bigger than the money and all that, bro. Not only can you go out here and make money, but you also put you get some respect put on this name by the way you carrying yourself along with making this money.
Right. It's just so stupid. You know, but I hope he gets suspended for half a year. I really do.
I don't know what they're gonna do. But
he needs to get suspended for half a year. Like, I'm not taking no shit. You get suspended. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. You get suspended half a year.
Make his ass go in some of these
and fuck up
gang places. Make him clean some walls and have to wash graffiti off and have to hang out, like, you know, all that. Okay, we're gonna send you over here. You're gonna clean this wall. You're gonna clean it like some shit, bro. He needs to see that what he's thinking is real. It's real, but it's not really what you want.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. This freaking guy. So we had a couple of firings. Monty Williams got fired by the Suns last week, and Doc Rivers got fired by the Sixers this morning.
I can see the Doc thing. Doc is he's proven not to be, when it comes down to it, not so good. Monty surprised me.
Monty didn't surprise me, actually.
It surprised me because first of all,
the new owner.
Well, the new owner. But here's the thing. I mean, he's won. He's took you to playoffs every year. He's won. He got you to the finals.
I like that.
I like that too, Carmelate. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt.
Especially this right here. You know, I always remember who was it? Was it Charles
Barkley? Not a role
model. But you know what, man? These kids look up to these guys, and even though you shouldn't, you know, you should try to, you know, emulate something better with your life. But you know what? They see these guys and they're like, this is what I want to be.
I want to be like him. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, what was Josh? Second overall pick. You know, he produces more than the first overall pick.
Yep.
Stupid. Just stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, be smart, man.
But yeah, Kenny, what you're saying about
Monty, man. I don't, you know, are they basing it on this year? I mean, like I said, it is a new owner. Are they basing it on this year? And then with the Kevin Durant thing, man, Kevin came in, got hurt. So it was all, I mean, chemistry never got built. And then Chris Paul, he gets hurt. So chemistry never was really.
No.
And Aiden is not happy. And like now, hold on. Now that we said that, Aiden was not happy with Monty. Him and Monty didn't get along. So maybe the coach was like, you know what? Yeah, he's probably a decent coach. But with this talent we have here, it's probably a smart. Well, Chris Paul, I guess maybe he comes back. And let's just face it, Durant is not a spring chicken now either.
Chicken. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, Booker's still young. Aiden is pretty young. So maybe he says, you know what? I think what we got here some new blood, because they say Aiden was known to kind of lay down on Monty because he really wasn't feeling Monty Williams. So maybe they feel if they get new blood coaching in there, they get more out of Aiden, get a healthy year out of maybe Chris Paul if he comes back another year. Booker, you know, with the exception of the last game, is proven because him and KD didn't do shit that last game and got blew out in.
Right.
So maybe they, like you said, maybe just felt some new blood. But Doc, and somebody probably give Doc a job, man. But Doc does it every time after a couple years, so he gets his teams there and
then just can't get over the hump.
And they can't get over the hump. They can't get over the hump.
I mean, the one thing that's I wasn't surprised, but like James Harden didn't show up to games. Now, granted, he won 2 games for them. Granted. But the game 7, he didn't show up. And somebody made this great point. Everybody was talking ish, but
now we're talking about his
daughter girl over here popping
she's doing the Jack in the Box.
Everybody talking ish about how, you know, Jokic is whatever and B is the MVP. Who the hell's been playing like an MVP in the playoffs?
Shit, Jokic. Boss.
Yo, MB, step up. Be an MVP. You win the 2 games for the Sixers instead of James Harden. What's he doing? Like, I get it, you know, Doc has some responsibility, but also Joel Embiid. I'm sorry.
No, Joel, and you know, he had the little knee thing going on, but you on that court, man. You got to,
if you on the court,
you got to produce in some kind of way, bro.
Right.
And
Jimmy Butler is still hurt.
He made a damn very interesting comment after that game too. Said something to the lines of, you know, me and James can't do it all by ourselves. You know, the other
I peeped that.
And help us. I was like, holy shit!
He first.
You just threw PJ Tucker under the bus. You just threw Maxey under the bus. You threw all them guys straight under the bus.
And this is where he's not a leader, because he started off saying, you know, I take responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But he should have stopped it right there. This is all on me. It's all on me. I am the
face of this team.
Yep.
I have to do whatever it takes to make sure we get over the hump.
Yep. But he that
was an ugly statement when he said that whole, you know, me and James can't do it all by ourselves. I'm like, oh shit.
Just
definitely not the way to get other players to want to play with you or play hard for you.
Exactly. It's just, and the shame of it is, if they'd have kept Jimmy Butler would have been in his ass.
Well, and that's the thing they said that they didn't like about Jimmy was that guy to get in your ass. Jimmy, like they were talking about, he was bullying is what he said. No, it ain't about bullying. It's about accountability. I'm going to hold your ass accountable. You want to make that $40-50 million a year and call yourself an MVP and superstar in the league? Well, damn it, game 6, 7, when it counts, damn what you're doing during the regular season. Right here is when it counts.
Yep.
Everybody saw
Jimmy Butler was like
he's still an all-star. Jimmy Butler's looking like a damn superstar when it counts.
He's looking like his dad when the game's on the line, huh?
MJ, yep, I've heard that. I've heard that. You know, they say they don't know who his daddy was. And
daddy was.
It's like, that's MJ's son. I've heard that.
I mean, it's just crazy. It really is.
Yeah, it is crazy, man.
It is crazy. And if I tell you what, if they hire, which I hope they don't, but if they hire Mike D'Antoni,
ain't D'Antoni the run up down the floor coach?
Yeah,
outscore everybody. Damn some defense. Just shoot, score. Yep. Until the playoffs happen.
Until the playoffs happen. This shit is fine. It's just fine for the regular season and get some butts in the seats and entertainment when playoffs come.
Out the window.
It's all about defense, and a half-court game.
Yep.
It's a damn shame. Since Cott's not here, I'm going to skip this NHL stuff, but
she hit me, so she may peek in if we hear another. I don't know how much longer we'll be here.
Yeah,
but her Hurricanes is in it with the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers and the Stars and the Golden Knights in the Western.
Golden Knights is Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So so that should be They're supposed to be good series. And then speaking of Vegas, the A's got approved.
Yeah, I did see
1.5 billion, right?
1.5 billion to build it
Okay.
on the side of Tropicana. So
good stuff.
Vegas is and I'm sure that's
Vegas
I'm
booming, man.
Booming, and then once they get that,
a basketball team is coming, bro. They will get.
It's coming.
Yeah, basketball team is coming. Yeah.
New Orleans, watch out.
Yep.
New Orleans and Charlotte. New Orleans and Charlotte. Y'all better watch out.
Charlotte.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out.
Exactly.
There's one of them mugs going to Vegas.
I don't know. Charlotte probably keep one around.
Charlotte might catch some more. Yeah, it's basketball.
Yeah, even if they would bring another one back. Or they did it. But New Orleans definitely watch out.
Yeah, watch out.
You gotta change that Pelican name.
Yeah.
Worst name.
Pelicans, yeah. And then that's the last comment. the last topic. Matt Ryan, I guess, officially retires.
Well, no, because
what Matt Ryan.
Well, what he said is this is not a retirement. So he pretty much like, who was the quarterback who was in the damn booth in Miami, brought him back, gave him like $10 million?
Jay Cutler.
Yes, in the booth, and then Miami brought him back, gave him $10 million damn dollars.
But Jay Cutler, booth. He wasn't the greatest, but at least he still had some ability level. I think Matt Ryan's just dumb.
Matty Ryan looked a little.
Now something could happen because when was it 2 years ago when Dak got hurt? They was like, "Yo, Tony, what you doing?" He was like, So something could happen. Somebody who knows? Anything can happen.
But I did see
the Bucs could be 14-1, and then Baker Mayfield get hurt, and they want to bring in Matt Ryan.
Yeah, they bring him in.
I did see though. Matt Ryan said straight up, "This is not a retirement.
I am see that.
Going to the booth, but I am not. This is not official retirement." So.
Okay, then I am mistaken.
Yeah, he's gotta come out, but that ice is already melted, bro.
Yeah, that's all right. You retired, you just don't know it. You just think you're not retired.
Yeah. Just like I was gonna say earlier about wrestling. Like wrestlers don't retire from wrestling. Wrestling retires your ass.
Yeah,
and
right.
Guess what? The NFL retired Matt Ryan. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
No doubt.
It is what it is.
Hey, did you peep that Aaron Judge Toronto nonsense?
Yeah, I ain't gonna bring that nonsense. It's so stupid. First, like he could have been looking at some chick's tits. Like who? It's so stupid. Like really?
They said, the Yankees probably figured out a way to cheat. In Toronto?
Hold up. And one in Toronto. And two, if somebody did figure out the signs, guess what? There's nothing wrong with it.
Hell no.
Your ass need to fucking do a better job. Change the signs.
Well, not even because now they're doing pitch com anyway, so there's no signs at all now.
No, I'm saying no. If you tip your pitches,
tip
your pitches, right? If you tip your pitches, like, well, then that's your fault.
Yeah.
But if he looks, who gives a shit? He's like looking like this. It could be anything.
Whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. Like, stop reaching and just play better. Stop looking for excuses.
And then today, did you see the Blue Jays manager came out and
what did he say?
He came. I'm trying to remember exactly what he said, but before the game, when the game started, he got into it with Girardi, and then told somebody on the Yankee bench to shut the F up, fat boy. I mean, not Girardi, with Aaron Boone, yeah. And told somebody during the game, during the start of the game, yeah. I guess he was yelling at their dugout, and then told somebody, shut the F up, fat boy. And they were like, "Who the hell is he talking to? Who's fat on the team right now?"
Oh, then that's why Boone got ejected, because he was. I know he got ejected.
Yesterday he got ejected again today.
No, yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, yesterday he got ejected because the pitch earlier in the count to Judge was like 4 inches off the plate and low. Even Toronto's broadcasters said it. They're like, that pitch was horribly low, and that's why Boone came out. So he came out, argued, made his point, got kicked out, and then Judge was saying that everybody was still chirping in the dugout, and he's like, that's why he was looking over
he
there.
was fired up. Yeah, he was a lot of bullshit. Now, who got thrown out tonight, Carmelate? It better not been Aaron Judge. Damn it! I should have drafted Ron Acuna instead of freaking Aaron Judge.
Yo, he's been hot though.
Look at this, Aaron Judge, 2 strikeouts. Piece of shit.
He's been hot.
It's been freaking great.
He
Great.
came back from his injury and been hot.
Stupid.
Carmelate, who got thrown out? Who got thrown out? Put us on before we wrap it.
I'm so stupid. Freaking Aaron Judge. Uh-oh. See you, neighbor.
Yeah.
Good night. That ain't a good look.
The Joker, man. I mean.
Oh no, Joker's a monster, man. They could sweep us, man.
They could.
They could sweep us, bro. I had to watch the game and see how it's going. When I get off air, I just said,
yeah.
Like I tell everybody, LeBron is not the LeBron to win a series no more. LeBron is LeBron that can give you some stuff in spurts and hit some shots.
Yeah.
But everybody else has to carry the load.
It's got to be AD,
David,
right?
And AD has to, and then them other players do their thing. But LeBron is not. He's not the 40. He's not the 40-minute man no more. He ain't the 48-minute man no more. Bro.
Ain't nobody in the world should be playing.
Yeah, it's over for that.
How the hell did he get it? How did he get it?
Don't tell me it was like sticky stuff. Remember last time without him washing his hands.
This guy, man.
Now I'm gonna have to look that up.
This guy, man.
I didn't even get any alerts about that. I feel like or maybe he threw at somebody. I didn't get any alerts. What's going on, Bleacher Report?
But yeah, I think I just Joker's he's just something special. He really is. And AD just gonna have to step up. And then they don't have, when they were in the bubble, when they played Denver, they had your boy JaVale McGee and even Dwight Howard. He was playing well, and they don't have those bigs anymore. So like AD, he's gonna have to step up and at least carry the defensive load for the Lakers this year. He has to, or else they're gonna lose.
Oh man, sticky stuff.
Sticky's this fucking guy. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, man, that's I had a comment. I ain't gonna say it. Carmelite's gonna hate me for the rest of my life.
Anyway, man.
Anyway.
Sound like
that
may be the show,
man. Yeah, man. This is it. So
thank you, Carmelite.
Thanks, Carmelite. Nice seeing
you. Again,
we
want to thank Damien Wayne for coming on and gracing our show with his presence.
And Carmelite, hurry up, finish.
I'm gonna have to
finish, swallow, and come to the show on time. Get done earlier.
I meant to tell that guy to give me his shirt size. I shouldn't have missed
no hate, man.
Shirt.
I was going to say, how a lot of Japanese pitchers have translators when they go to the mound.
Yeah.
Maybe your boy Herman needs Carmelite on the road so she could, make sure he's not sticky when he hits the mound. Try to clean up as nice as could, Carmelite. Love you, girl. Good job with the Yankees.
Yeah.
They need you. They need you. Fucking Domingo Herman. This guy. I swear. I just can't. I
want to know what he already got that pass last time.
Yeah. But yeah. But, all right, y'all.
Thank y'all
good show again
for holding the weight while I've been gone.
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. Believe me, life happens, brother. Unfortunately,
for real, life happens. And I guess this time next week we'll know Well, they probably won't say anything about John Morant until after the season.
Yeah, they'll probably kind
They
of.
don't want to. They don't want to.
They'll kind of let it blow
Show
a
up
little
the
bit.
playoffs or
Yeah.
anything.
Take care, Carmel Latte.
Bye bye,
Yeah,
young
they'll
lady.
probably but after finals, they're gonna get into his behind. Yeah, for sure. Well, all right, y'all.
All right, man.
Good
Laura,
night,
you can take
guys.
us home. You can take us home.
All right.
Laura.
Thank y'all all for joining us again, and
John Morant.
see
My
y'all
tribute
next
to
week.
John Morant.
Yeah. Oh man, no.
I was listening to that was good. That was good. Danny.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, cuz.
I was watching Keyshawn J. Will and Max this morning, and Keyshawn, because he grew up in South Central.
Yeah.
But he was saying that like he knows like us, like he knows like gang members, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who
Without a doubt.
do something to this dude because he throwing up gang signs and flash shit. Like
dude's just really mad.
Yeah, they got heat with his ass. They're like,
Yeah.
So this dude going to end up causing himself. He playing around, and something going to happen to him because he's playing around and not taking life seriously.
Yes, sir.
Dumbass.
All right, man.
And if y'all haven't seen
man.
it, go Google, go watch Kwame Brown. It's a great 4 minutes of your time.
I watched Kwame. I've seen
No,
it.
not y'all. All the listeners.
Go watch Kwame. Kwame goes in.
Kwame Brown on John, he goes in hard.
Yeah, Kwame's a beast.
But what's crazy is that's what he needs to hear from one of his boys.
I give Steven Jackson due. He kind of said, "Hey, I defended him last time, but he went in on him too." Steven Jackson went in on him.
I gotta check that out.
Go check Steven Jackson out. He went in on him.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This has been the No Holds Barred Sports Show.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully next week Kenny won't be too mad or upset if Anthony Davis pulls a fucking.
I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm. Or touching me.
I
got a concussion. I got a concussion with a touch on the head.
Right, for real. Because Joker gonna do some crazy stuff and he gonna twist his ankle or twist his neck. No, be like, something's gonna happen.
We'll go ahead and be mad probably for about an hour or so. How much left in the game?
For real. All right, y'all. 5,000. Peace.
They don't even like it if you at fucking $5 million a year.
We gonna cover it, brother. We got it. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly.
These are women, Deshaun Watson, that he paid